Well, let's get to it. Welcome to quarantine number 4. Shout out to Shop. You got Tiff. You got Kim. You got Rock. And we're going to get it going. How everybody doing? Everybody doing?
Hanging in there.
Good.
Same old.
Working.
Tiff, what you drinking?
I'm drinking that white Henny Gold.
I want some of that.
Drinking that white Henny, huh? Okay.
We got to go somewhere to go get some.
That's true.
To get what, liquor?
No, white Henny. Why the fuck they act like that shit is cocaine and kilos and shit? Why they can't just let them sell it here? I don't understand. Why?
I don't know why either.
I don't know.
But that's a lot of liquors in different countries that you just can't get everywhere.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying, but what's so different between regular Henny and white Henny? It's a little smoother, but it ain't that
much. Like 120 proof.
Yeah, the proof is higher, I think.
Every time I drink white Henny, I never get drunk. Never.
What?
Shut up.
Never.
Oh, I'm lying. I said 120 proof. It's 40% proof.
It's 40. That shit ain't nothing.
It is nothing. I guess how they make. I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know that answer.
Hennessy is pure white, expressing the qualities of the white wines for which.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Promoting shit like that. Promoting the shit out of that Hennessy, yo. Like you got paid for that.
But you wanted to know the difference, so I'm just.
Okay. Respect.
Henny, call me if you want me to. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we're gonna start with this Aumad Arbury situation. I mean, since it's a hot topic for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, don't speak at once.
No, I will. I'm saying that shit was bullshit. That shit was bullshit. Like, you know good and well that Steam ain't come on and they would have never arrested them 2 motherfuckers. Well, it should be 3, but it's only 2 right now. Like, I was hoping that, like, because they was marching to their crib, I was hoping that they turned that shit into, like, something different. Because I ain't with that fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? I wish they would have, like, you know what I mean, handled them. I was wishing that happened.
Yo, I ain't gonna fly. I blacked on Dre yesterday.
What you talking about?
Because he posted that bullshit. You know how I feel about people posting late shit. And the shit happened like 2 months ago.
Why you keep black on people though? Everybody that I know.
Yeah, that's what I was
true.
like.
Son, the crazy thing is I didn't know about that shit until like what? Tuesday? I didn't know nothing about it.
Found out about it this week.
Yeah. It's like, how you gonna black with somebody for not knowing about some shit?
Son, I am going black. No, I am going black because every time I want to talk about these situations, Jock and Dre be trying to shut me down.
You did not mention this
every time. Son, you can't tell me every time. It's like, yo, you always go too dark. Every time. We don't do that.
You know, son, do you understand that if you was coming with 94, the present topic, ain't nobody want to hear that shit. I don't even want to edit that shit if it's so depressing.
Nah, but that's what really goes on, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm saying, but I ain't never hear you mention that, though.
No, I never did, because y'all keep shutting me down.
So you knew about that the whole time?
I just never seen the video. I never seen the video. I only knew about the shootings. I never seen the video.
The shooting, they never really named any names or anything like that. They never really put out a lot of information. So it's like we only can really comment on what we see. You know what I mean? Like there was really nothing that we could have commented on previously. Now we see the video, so now we can kind of pair it together. You know what I mean? Now we can kind of say it was fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and
we be living like this.
I think Shah, I told you I was kind of mad about the parents. I think didn't I tell you that about the parents not speaking up? I don't know if it was you or Dre. I think one of y'all told.
You mentioned that about the parents.
And they told them why they were scared to speak up because they were afraid. Like they broke it down why they were scared to come out because they, you know, they felt like they was being threatened and stuff like that down there. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know all that. That's what I'm saying. Because in my head, I'm like, if that's my kid, I'm supposed to be spazzing out.
But now they more safe to do it because I mean they got a lot of people behind them. Everybody ready to ride. You know what I'm saying? But yo, do you know that, son? They got a petition to get these 2 racist dickheads out.
31,000 people.
So 34,000 people signed the shit. And they saw the same video we saw. Son.
What? 35,000 people signed this shit?
Signed this shit talking about these fair. They said the description says something about these God-fearing Christians or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I seen that.
Niggas is demons, man. everybody that signed that shit is they got like a disease, son.
Well, let's be clear. Like, I'm in Florida, right? But I'm next to, like, it's not that far from where I am.
Right.
So
Yeah, Brunswick's like an hour and a half.
Right. So it's not that far. So, but it's not big either. So, you know, everybody probably know everybody, and people will probably get scared to speak up. But now that you have the world behind you, it's easier for you to say, this is how I feel, and this is where I go, because they knew a lot of people in that town. I work with somebody who knew somebody that knew him. So it's kind of like, it's a kind of a small world that when you think about it, but people get scared.
Shit's fucked up, yo. It's fucked up. I know what you. I get it.
That's crazy.
It definitely is messed up, man. Like, and what's crazy is something that I seen. One of my mans in VA, he put it up. I think either yesterday or today. That it was a dude that was out jogging and he was randomly shot.
Wait, somebody else?
Yeah, Shaq, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I meant to put it in the chat today, but somebody was out jogging and somebody randomly shot him. And luckily he was close to the hospital. Right, he ran to the hospital.
That's crazy.
But
this is in Virginia.
This man ran all the time.
Why, man?
This man had a routine.
Yeah.
He ran every day.
They know he jogged like that. It's becoming so common now. Like, it's just.
I mean, Trump
depressing.
opened that whole door. Now everybody got their chest out.
Yeah, but it's been going on before Trump. Oh.
No, but they was never vocal. They was never coming out like
they real bold.
It was
there.
Now they bold.
Yeah, they do. They are more bold now. Yes, I will definitely say that.
Yo, these motherfuckers is crazy, man. Like, it just make you want to just like, I be wanting to punch motherfuckers in the face, yo. Like, I be ready to like the way, cause like in the group chat, like, cause Saw had said some shit about how they was acting. I feel exactly how you felt, and the crazy thing is S felt how you felt too. But we know how Cooley is a cop too, so you don't want to really go too hard, cause he not one of them dudes. But you know what I'm saying? I get where you was coming from, cause yo, I be ready to black on the motherfuckers. I don't.
But nah.
They be acting like some real
Now,
bird ass.
I'll tell you this though, not to cut you off. I used to be in law enforcement, and I had to deal with both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dealt with the racism.
How we go to cops real quick? I'm confused.
What you mean?
What?
Now I know you talking about NYPD now? I ain't know you talking about.
No, he was.
No, I'm talking about cops in general.
We're talking about racist shit, and then we talking about, and I mentioned what Kasar said in the group chat about the cop, how they do
Right. So, and that's why I said, like, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Cooley, you know what I'm saying? And I know I got a few homeboys that are law enforcement.
Word.
And they're good people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it is sad that you got these bad people who they shine a whole different light and they give a whole different, you know what I'm saying, a whole different perspective to police officers. Because like I said on the last podcast, I got homeboys that do stuff in the community, do charity drives. One of my boys a couple of weeks ago, they did it was a kid on his beat whose birthday it was, and due to social distancing, they couldn't do nothing. So his whole squad went and did like a happy birthday, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, you got these good cops, these real good cops. Yep. And then you just got these bad apples, and they bring in so much hate to where, you know what I'm saying, God forbid, it's gonna be to the point where it's gonna be to the point where it's going back to the 80s and 90s when they was running down on cops. I'm sorry to say it, but that's how it looked like it's going.
I guess he's saying in correlation, like the whole town with the police officers is like it was a conspiracy. No one knocked on doors. No one asked what happened. So I get what you're saying, but what happens with those cops that was in his, you know, in that town, the good cops that didn't say anything? Yeah. Does that negate how good they are?
You got to understand too, in law enforcement, I can't speak for nobody else. Let's just get that straight. But I've personally seen it where You got a good cop that's working with a bad cop.
Yeah.
And he blew the whistle. And when I say they made his life miserable.
They don't want to work with you no more. Like,
right. So
imagine
you getting to you running up on a call, right? And you call for backup. Your backup's supposed to be 3 minutes away. And now you're dealing with somebody you don't know who got a gun, or you dealing with something, somebody hostile, whatever, and you getting your ass whipped, and now it's 6-7 minutes, and you still 1-on-1, or you still 2-on-1. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that whole blowing the whistle and it could lead to a whole lot of ugly shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. It's like you win, you lose. Like you just can't get no way out of it.
Man, I used to think like y'all, but I'm on a different wave. Fuck all of them niggas.
Nah, but we talking about you not a cop. You're not a cop though.
What you mean?
No, who not a cop?
You not a cop. That's what I'm saying. We talking about a partner.
No, I'm saying because I felt like I used to be like, okay, but it comes to a point, you see your own people's getting treated a certain way. All right, cool. You chose to be a law enforcement, but if I see some shit, blow the whistle, like niggas is getting hurt. Because God forbid this shit get real ugly. Niggas in the hood is not thinking about no good cop, bad cop. Everybody getting it. Yeah. Once you wear that uniform.
But you gotta, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I'm being honest. I'm thinking outside the. I'm not thinking like no cop. I'm thinking like a regular nigga from the street. We're not looking at good cop, bad cop. Oh, y'all in that uniform, y'all all one.
So you saying you can't differentiate?
Right. Okay. So let me tell you this.
No, wait. Before you say, I'm just saying. Before I'm like, I agree, but at the same point, you gotta speak up because at the end of the day, if shit go left, then what? You think
you're
people
right.
in the hood they don't?
So
they not go.
Imagine
they
you
don't,
speaking up.
Yeah.
Imagine you speaking up, and you in some shit. Let's say shots fired, whatever. And you calling for your backup and nobody coming to help you? Bro.
Change your career, bro. Fuck it.
Well, what about
but that's the thing. That's the thing. You're saying change careers. But if you change careers, those bad cops are still there, regardless.
It's not about changing your career.
I hear what you're saying.
It's about safety. It's about you feeling comfortable enough to blow the whistle, knowing that you're secure, knowing that your life will be safe when you go out in the streets. So you could blow the whistle and you could do that. You could be admirable to do that. And you could say, hey, this is what my partner's doing is wrong. But what happens to that person when they say something is happening wrong? Are they transferred? Are they being taken care of? Do they know when they get into a bad situation and they staring down a barrel of a gun, what's going to happen? So is the conversation change your job or change the policies?
Don't get it wrong. I know a bunch of people in law enforcement. Don't get it wrong. So I'm not saying it like I just say those cops because I know a bunch of cops. But at the same time, I'm speaking from outside that. I'm speaking from people that just don't give a fuck at this moment.
From that perspective,
their best bet is to leak information because if they go through it with themselves, it's gonna be they're gonna be an enemy of the state after that.
No, but think about it. It's gonna be straight on Black versus NYPD at one point because it's so much.
They wilding right now.
I showed you all week. I've been getting shit like left and right. So it's gonna be at one point. It's gonna be like enough is enough, and niggas gonna start fighting back.
Yeah. I mean, it already got like that at one point. Niggas start blasting at them. But I'm just saying, it's like they wilding right now. But at the same time, like I hear what you're saying, but I hear what Kassan's saying as well. Because once they do, like his only chance is to motherfucking like leave that profession. Because once he start talking, his family might be in danger. He could be in danger. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the shit could go bad either way. So
let me tell you, like you when you in certain situations.
Come here one more time. Go ahead. Do it one more time.
Nah, you good.
Nigga, son.
Man hard, son. You got no respect.
Everybody.
It's your world. Go ahead. We good.
But when you're in certain situations, man, you really have to rely on your partner. Like you got to. So to have to rely on somebody else when your life is in your hands, in that person's hands, nah, like it, that whole, and it sucks that it has to be like that, but that whole, cold blue and, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a fraternity. It's like that.
Damn.
What you say? What you gonna say, Shop?
I forgot. They coming up mad hard.
Exactly, mad hard.
I don't know what the fuck I was saying, son. My whole train of thought is gone.
I forgot what you were saying.
It's terrible. It's terrible. You got me bad. You got me real bad.
Yo, rewind the tape, man. Rewind the tape.
You gotta write it down. Write your questions down.
Because so I hear everything you're saying. Don't get it wrong.
And yo,
I'm not saying you wrong. I'm just thinking outside the box because I'm telling you, this whole week, my mind is different because I seen too much shit. That's when I put that shit in the group chat. I didn't even say nothing else. I kept it quiet because I knew I would have went left with it. You know what I'm saying? And I know Cooley a good dude because he a cop, but I just can't because I'm going to say some Nick shit because I was on a different type of time. So I'd rather be quiet. I'd rather me be quiet and just leave it alone because it would probably was somewhere else. And it's not even Cooley's fault. It's just because he would have felt away because, I mean, he's a cop.
And that's why when I put how I felt, that's why I say, yo, no disrespect to the bro.
Yeah.
I had to put that out there because, like I said, I know a few good cops that, do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what is do the right thing? What is do the right thing, though? Because they're not doing the right thing right now.
You can't say that. You can't say that for every situation.
No, not every situation. No.
Like, yo, all right, like the cops in Illinois, right? That should everybody gotta go. And I'm just keeping it above.
Wait, what happened?
Everybody gotta go.
What Illinois? What's that?
You ain't hear Indianapolis with a dude.
Sean Reed.
The veteran dude.
Yeah,
that's Sean Reed, right?
Yeah. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was a traffic stop, whatever. I don't know as far as what led up to him running from the police.
Right.
But I know in every video that I've seen, he was already running from the police in the car.
Right.
Well,
he hopped out the car and he started running on foot. They tased him, then they shot him. No lie.
No.
They shot.
No. There's more to it. Go ahead, Tiff.
No. When not to cut you off, but after I watched the video, I kind of read, and it was basically saying like he was driving recklessly.
Yeah, he's not. And
he almost like hit a car or whatever. And the police officer was in an unmarked car but had a uniform on, and the chase ensued. Like he started going after him or whatever. And for me, what I saw is from the video, I can't tell if he was tased or not. The only thing I could tell is that he was running away from the officer. The last thing he said was "fuck you," and you heard.
But you could hear the taser. You could hear it.
That's what I said. I couldn't hear it. So to your knowledge, you can hear it. But for me, another person looking, like I didn't hear the taser. I heard exchange of words, and I heard multiple bullets at the same time. He stopped and he come on. And they didn't know he was taping live. So
no, they didn't.
If they knew he was live, would they have shot him like that? Because he was running. Had no shirt on. He didn't look like he had a gun on him. He had the phone in one hand. And so I feel like it's not justified. I feel like regardless of what happened prior to that, he still was running away from the cop. And the whole thing with them not knowing he was on live, when the detective rolls up and goes, was going to be a closed casket.
And then laugh too. I'm like, you motherfuckers goofy, yo. And he was black. That's that shit that be killing me, yo. All these people on this fuck shit, yo, you could tell a lot of these dudes was little bird niggas in high school, yo. Like niggas that never got attention. They probably got beat up. Because these dudes be abused. Like the dude that was swinging on the homeboy. You saw the dude that was swinging on the dude that had his hands up? He was just swinging on him and just throwing mad weak ass punches on him. He couldn't even beat the dude up, and dude wasn't even fighting back.
But that goes to what people say when they don't think you listening.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but quick question, because you say you used to be in law enforcement. What is the training? Because all of a sudden I see fucking cops throwing punches now. What's the training like? Like what's going on?
Okay, if my memory serves me correctly, it's always one up. So if you are fighting, you go to like pepper spray. If the pepper spray, like they trained you that your last resort is deadly force. So especially not and not all cops, but a lot of cops now all have pepper spray, tasers, batons, and a pistol. So you're supposed to, like, unless your life is in jeopardy, your last resort should be your weapon.
Right. That's what I would think. Shit crazy.
I'm wondering because the stuff I've been seeing is like I'm starting to see cops start throwing punches, bodies. I'm just like,
and what's crazy is you're not even supposed to throw a punch. Well, in when I went through the academy, you wasn't supposed to throw a punch. They told you straight up in there, but at the same time, they tell you how to say certain shit too.
I didn't hear that last part. They tell you how to do what?
They tell you how to say certain things.
Like provoke people?
No, like when you,
what they teach you to
like
when
you, yeah.
Oh, okay. So so they ass is covered.
That's crazy. It's like if people don't record all these shit, you wouldn't know nothing.
This is true.
But real quick though, Shock, if you look at old boy in Cali, right?
Cali, which one?
What was his? The one where dude was the cop was right. What was his partner doing?
She was trying to. No,
she was there, but she didn't know. She didn't know what happened.
She didn't even know how to.
She didn't know how to react. So it's like okay, what happened? Like she's looking like, okay, I'm calling on the radio. Like what? Where did all this go? And even still, from what I see, it looked like she didn't even want to try and break it up. You know what I'm saying?
No, she
and
did.
At the same,
she tried.
Right.
But
she tried, but it looked like she didn't want to.
Right.
Because now it's okay. Why you stopping me from doing what I'm doing?
Right.
Oh, you got an issue with me. Now I need a new partner. Now you a rat. Now you know what I'm saying? Like that whole scenario for her.
It could have been.
She could have been a good cop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of those cops that came there, they could have all been bad cops, right?
Yeah.
God forbid she get into a situation for herself, and she has to rely on them. You know what I'm saying? You see where I'm going?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? There was one of the other ones that I think it was in Brooklyn where they was fighting the dudes. If you look at the video, one cop though, like it was a black cop, he grabbed the dude's arm on the low though. If you look, I'm gonna send it to you.
Which one's this one?
This was I think it was in Brownsville, and I got the video on my phone. If you look, he was swinging right. The dude tried to act like he was like blocking like this, but he blocked his arm from swinging. So he caught his arm mid swing like that, but he blocked him and tried to stop him on the low. But it looked like he was trying to do it without doing it. So I guess they thinking about that same shit like I saw, like the whole consequence thing. So he tried to do it as if he wasn't doing it, but he stopped him from connecting with that last punch. So I'm gonna send you the video, but I saw that shit. I was like, damn, it looked like he was trying though. It's crazy, but shit's crazy. It's a hell of a situation, man.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation.
Like all of the stuff S was sending me. I didn't, you know how you hear a whole lot of shit going on over the weekend. I'm like, damn. I know I heard a bunch of stuff, but S hit me on the side. He was like, yo, check your gram. He sent me like 5-6 different clips. I'm like, yo, like shit it's really getting out of hand. It's gonna get to the point where people they gonna stop caring.
It's gonna be a war.
It's to the point now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I get home.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure. You know what I'm saying? Like how I know. And what's crazy is even one time, I'll even tell you a story about a dickhead cop. I'm on the force in Virginia, right?
Mm.
I'm going up to my mom's house. A cop pulls me over. I wasn't speeding, nothing. Summertime, I had the sunroof open, all that. Cop pulls me over. Let me see your license and registration. Okay, here. Where you going? Where am I going? What are you doing around here? And I'm asking, what was I pulled over for? What was the reason for all of this? Right? Long story short, he's like, he calls for backup now. What's crazy is his backup is somebody that I know, that I ride motorcycles with. So when his backup comes, I'm still calm, waiting for his backup to come. He comes, he walks up. I didn't even acknowledge him like I know him from the street. I told him, I said, yo, I'm still waiting to find out what I'm pulled over for. He was like, what is he pulled over for? Oh, he was speeding. Speeding? I already know y'all sit in the same spot every day. Why am I speeding? So he's going back and forth with me. And he was like, you got any weapons in the car? I said, yes, I do. Still keeping my hands right where you can see them and everything. I said, I also have my badge on me. And he was like, what? I said, yeah. And then that's when me and his partner greeted each other. Like we know each other from the streets. Oh, you better slow down around here. Like, what's all of that for? You know what I'm saying? Like, but what's crazy is that shit could have went a whole different way.
Yeah.
Because we're in especially for men, we're so used to always being on the defense.
Yeah.
Always being on the defense. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have really went totally different. That's why, like, if I ever get pulled over from now on, by the time they even get out the car, I already got my wallet in my hand. I don't want you to say I was reaching for nothing.
Yeah.
My wallet is already in my hand. Only thing I'm reaching for is my registration and insurance. Because the last thing you need to do is be sitting up in your seat, you know what I'm saying, while the cop is you can want some shit like that. You could not make it home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But all it started because of social distancing, whatever that shit is. Like this shit is crazy. Yo, black men got it hard, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, y'all see what's going on there? Like they fighting the black people, they handing out fucking face masks to the white people. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's some crazy times right now, yo. Some real bullshit going on. I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
I don't get how they worried about the virus and y'all fighting these people with no gloves on, no mask on.
Yeah.
All the other stuff, you're defeating the whole purpose.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
yeah, I think that's a problem now. I see a lot of these cops though out here. They not wearing no gloves, no masks, no nothing.
Just punching people.
They trying to enforce other people to wear gloves and masks and all that.